If you're a coach and you are trying to build your business the same way that you did, say, 2 to 3 years ago, you're probably frustrated because the coaching industry has changed. And I'm going to tell you what's working now and what's not working anymore. First, I want to start with what's not working anymore. The number one thing that is not working anymore is generic messaging and generic motivation. And I've been saying this, you guys, for years. We can get motivated on Pinterest, on Instagram, on TikTok. There's so many ways that we can get motivated. However, when you're new and you really don't know your niche, that's typically where people start. They start with, hey, have a great day, and starting coffee is the best way to start your day. I don't know. When I first started my Instagram, it was so crazy. I don't know what, because I love coffee so much. I don't even drink coffee like I used to. But because I loved coffee so much, I just felt the need to share about coffee every single morning. Like, what did coffee have to do with my business? And it wasn't even like I was tying it back to my business, because there's a way to do that. But it was just like coffee quotes and like, girl, is you selling coffee or what? Like, so stay away from the generic motivation and generic information. Y'all, my nose is running. That's why I keep stopping the video. The second thing is hiding behind long sales pages and long sales funnels. Now, I know about 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago that did work. You needed that long sales copy to get people to know you, to like you, and to trust you, and to build that intimacy. But now with live video, we are building connections. Yes, we are building connections quicker, faster, and better than any time ever before, because we're able to go live and have these live videos in the moment with our audience. So people are buying, like it's saying, click the link in my bio, and people are making sales. So it's not that long sales pages don't work. They do, but you don't necessarily need them in order to generate. You guys, I earned over 6 figures doing my business without a long sales funnel. And the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys in this video that is not necessarily working in 2025 is kind of going to be a little bit contradictory to what, if you listen to Gary Vee, and I love Gary Vee, and he talks about being on all platforms, everywhere at all times, and that's good. But here's my twist on that. My audience, typically you guys watching this, you guys are like 40 and over, and some of you guys are 50 and over, and to bombard yourself with all of those platforms when you're used to Facebook and Instagram, just dominate those platforms. You don't have to be on all. If you can, and if you have a team that can, or somebody that you send your information to, and they can disperse you on all the platforms, then so be it. But get over that old thinking of you have to be on all platforms. Be on the platforms. Just be okay in your mind that this is a platform that you enjoy. And because you enjoy it, there's going to be other people like you that enjoy it as well. So those are the 3 things that I'm going to share with you guys that are not working. But now I'm going to tell you guys what is working, so you can actually start living your dreams like in real time. It's 2025, y'all. It's basically 2026 for real if you're a real planner. So what is working today? Shorter form video. I know y'all haven't even seen me over here on the YouTube streets in like over a year. And it's because short form video has just taken over. Not that long form video is still not a thing. As a matter of fact, I want you guys to comment in the comment section below. Let me know how many of you guys still watch YouTube. Like, just let me know what platforms you guys watch the most. I used to watch long form video on YouTube. I still do, but not half as much as I used to. My go-to now is live on TikTok. I have people that I follow on TikTok that goes live every single day, and I'm typically watching them while I'm working. And I'll go to YouTube if I need to know how to do something, or if something pops up and it's interesting to me. But for the most part, I'm a TikTok live girl. That's just where I be. So the second thing that is working, and if you guys have been connected to me for any amount of time, you know I was going to throw this in there. The second thing is authentic storytelling. And I said this last week in a video talking about how heavy AI is. It's here. I'm grateful for it. It's not going anywhere. It's making my eating habits so much easier. Oh my goodness, to be able to type into ChatGPT my things that I can't eat, don't want to eat, body rejects, and typing all that in there and having it formulate meals for me has literally been life-changing. I didn't get that from Rachel Ray. I didn't get that from Martha Stewart. Now, the information that AI gave me collectively could have been through one of those sources, but I didn't get it from them, right? So there was no person attached to that information. So in order to be a coach and really be an effective coach that people know, like, and trust and really want to emulate and want to be around and want to learn from, because they feel that you are the person that God has called them to learn from in this season of your life, of their life and of your life, you have to be authentic and you have to tell your story. Now, what is really telling your story looks like? There are levels to sharing your story. There's things that I'm going to share here on this platform that I'm going to share differently, say in my membership group. The closer people get to you in your sales funnel, the more you tell them. That's just how it is. It's like if you go out with a guy on a first date, you're not getting ready to tell him everything about you, right? You're going to, and also with a friendship or with a coworker or something. Why am I getting this notification? Or with a coworker, you're not going to just go all in. You're going to put them on that 90-day period. Like Jobs put you on a 90-day trial period, right? Before you start telling them everything. And so as a coach, when I say tell your story, there are people that are in the internet space that know way more about me and my personal life than, say, somebody on YouTube, simply because they've drawn closer to me over the years and now they're inside of my membership group. Okay, so you're going to have to tell your story, and your story is going to draw the people to you. The next one is community over audience. You guys, and I want to do a video. I actually thought about doing this last week. I'm going to do it for my Instagram. This is something that is I actually got caught up in this, and I don't want you guys to get caught up in it. You know, when you first start coaching, you're looking around and seeing what everybody is doing. Well, I did that, right? And I started to copy this coach on Instagram because I saw her page. I was like, oh, okay, I see what she's doing. She's got all of her colors are branded. She's just branded really well, and she shows up every single day and she gives out helpful tips. Okay, bet I'll do that. And so I started doing that. But what we don't understand is that there's always something going on behind the scenes. Like, you can get inspired by people, but if you really want to put in the strategic work, you're going to need to work with that person so they can tell you what's their strategy behind what it is that they're doing. And so I know that oftentimes, even you guys here on YouTube, some of you guys may have think that I am no longer doing this work, but I am. I have a membership group, and I've been working with this membership group. Oh my gosh, I've had my membership group for almost 7 years. I now run 2 membership groups, 2 of them. And so when I say community over audience, like, there's a time when you're going to go hard and you're going to build an audience. That's going to be your grind time. And then there's going to be a time where you have built a solid base of people that know you, that buy from you, that 20% that actually drives all the sales to your business. They're typically going to be the people that you focus on. And then you'll go out again and you'll go fishing for new people. If you revamp your business, or if you rebrand, or you come out with a new class, or whatever you want to share a message with people, whatever it is. But don't look at other people and think that you can do what they're doing, because you may be starting at a place like 5 years behind them, where they're in a space where they've put in the work, where they can do certain things. Maybe they can fall back off of YouTube for a year because they have built up a business, and now they're working with a core group of people that's sustaining that business. And so there's ebbs and flows. There's times when you're going to go hard. There's times when you're going to work with the people that after you went hard, you got your people, and now it's time to focus on them. So don't always think like 10,000 followers, 50,000. Don't always think that. I want you to think community over how big your audience is. And the sooner you start to build a community, you guys open up a private Facebook group, do it at no cost, and just get people in there. That is the easiest way to start building a community of like-minded people that you can, and it's going to be beneficial to you. I know oftentimes, I have a whole training program on how to build your membership group. And there are people that they took the course and they're nervous because they're like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to have to show up because now I have this membership group. You have no idea how beneficial it is to have a group of people depending on you, because there's going to be times that you just don't feel like it. And as a coach and as a leader, you just don't have that luxury to just take off. Okay, maybe you can take off of work, but you can't. How do you take off from your calling? You can't. And so there's been times within my membership group, you guys, I've had people pass away in my family, and my membership group has been beneficial to me. I dare to even say more than and I know they tell me that I'm just as beneficial, but I've leaned on them just as much during certain times of my life that they've leaned on me. So don't hesitate to start building that community. Always think community over audience all the time. And the last and final thing that you can start doing in 2025 that is working is bold, polarizing messages. You guys, people just don't hold nothing back anymore. Okay, I did a video on my, what was it? I think it was my, oh gosh, what was it? Oh, it was when I had a yeast infection in my butt and I didn't know it. And this girl on TikTok, she commented and she said, don't people keep anything sacred anymore? And here's the thing. I believe that certain people are called to do certain things. Perhaps that's just not her calling to share if her butt is itching, right? But if it's my calling, don't demonize the person, because how do you think we get studies done? How do you think books are written on these things, right? People become messengers and they share. And so whatever it is that you've been through, don't be afraid. You guys, don't be afraid to be bold. If your butt is itching and you feel the need to talk about it because you know that you're not the only one and there's no embarrassment around it, and you want to share share the message. You're going to help. I cannot tell. Listen, I've done videos on inspiration. I've done videos on how to have a successful business, marriage, children, all the things. The videos that get the most, that have helped people the most, is my vagina is burning, and I didn't know why, and I got that fixed, and the yeast infection in my butt. The most DMs and messages I've ever gotten are from videos like that. Now, does it pertain to my business? No, but it pertains to my brand, and they stick around because they're like, I like her. She's telling the truth. She's not afraid to say what most people are perhaps hiding. And that's okay, because everybody isn't called to be a messenger. So those are the things that are working in 2025. If you are really trying to go hard in your business, you guys, people are still hiring coaches. I don't care what is going on in this economy. I was thinking about this the other day. My husband and I are old enough to have been through some things, right? We've been together for 30 years. And we just realized that the economy has been up and has been down. And we have literally just chosen not to be in a down economy. Do you realize it takes a choice? Choose to do more, choose to go higher. Recession simply means people pulling back from doing certain things. So if everybody's pulling back, you go forward, okay? You look at what everybody else is doing and you do the exact opposite. So I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, make sure that you comment and let me know in the comment section below. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. If you guys are super new or have been following me for a while and you want to get trained and certified, click the link down here in the description box, take you over to my website. You can find out about my home study life coach certification program. You can do it at home at your own pace, and I'll see you guys in the next video.